Gary?
Gary?
Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. I seen while I was away there, Gary Neville absolutely made an epic fail of all time here. Gary Neville's fucked right up. He's fucked right up here. So I seen while I was away, he made this video. Obviously, there was the attack in Manchester on a Jewish synagogue on October. I'm not quite sure which day it was, the date off the top of my head actually. But there was the attack in the Manchester synagogue. I haven't made a video on it because I was away. Again, just another horrific attack on the Jews again. Everything that's going on with Israel and Hamas and Palestine, and Charlie Kirk was shot before I went, and there's a bit of weirdness with that as well, to be honest. So it's all kicking off, really. Loads has happened when I've been away. It was literally like, it's hard to keep up, and I'm a bit behind at this point. Well, I thought I'd give Gary Neville a mention here, because he's just done an absolute epic fail. And a man who wasn't too bad. Like, you've got sort of Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. And Jamie Carragher is the least liked one of the two, and Gary Neville wasn't too bad. People kind of liked Gary Neville, to be honest, and his shows. And he's absolutely fucked up here, to be honest. He's absolutely fucked up. And now everybody hates Gary Neville. And again, in some of he says, I mean, the thing is, you're not that clever of a fella, Gary. You're just a footballer. I don't know if you remember that. You were a footballer. And it maybe isn't your place to be speaking on politics on the world scene here. That's maybe a lesson here, a lesson for Gary. You probably shouldn't be speaking about politics. So he's fucked up completely here, because he goes on about the flags, and then he just goes and blames like the attack on like middle-aged white men for the hatred and for the division, and basically, and I get some points in it. He's like, when he's saying we're being divided, we kind of are. He's kind of right there, to be honest. We are being divided to left and right, and it's escalating and escalating, and look what's happened. So, but then at the same time, with these terrorist attacks, maybe unbeknown to Gary Neville, have been going on for quite a while. We've had Southport, the London Bridge, Lee Rigby, London bombings, to name a few. So, and there's quite a few more. So this isn't like the first affair, you know what I mean? And again, this is I mean, I was thinking before, I was watching the news the other day, and I was just thinking, we've come round in a big circle. It's like 100 years ago, like before World War II, with Germany and the Jews and everyone blaming the Jews. We've kind of went round in a big circle here, and lest we forget, looks like we forgot, and we might be about to play the whole thing all over again, just with better weapons, which should scare everybody, to be honest, because we have a lot better weapons now than we did in World War II. So yeah, the human race learned nothing. It would appear the human race learned nothing. So let's listen to Gary anyhow, and watch him destroy himself in 3 minutes. Watch him destroy his career in 3 minutes.
So I've just left my house and walking into the office, waking up obviously, seeing the news last night and the news this morning dominated by the horrific attacks within the Jewish community just about a mile from here. And was driving home from Salford City last night. I was driving actually to Salford City, going down a Littleton Road, seeing 60, probably 50 or 60 Union Jack flags. And on the way back I went down the parallel road, which is Berrynew Road, which has got the Jewish community right at its heart, and they're out on the streets, defiant, not hiding or in fear. And I just kept thinking as I was driving home last night that we're all being turned on each other.
Like, as I said there, I mean, I kind of agree with you, Gary. We are kind of all being turned on each other. Divide, rule, conquer. Divide the people, let them fight amongst each other, while ultimately you conquer them and rule. So he kind of he's doing all right here for a minute, to be honest. But then he absolutely puts his foot in it in the next couple of seconds.
And the division that's being created is absolutely disgusting. Mainly created by angry, middle-aged white men.
Oh, dude, that was close.
Epic fail, Gary. Epic fail. So, yeah, that's an absolute fuck up from Gary there. Then everyone's turning on him and Sky for employing him and wanting Sky to get rid of him. And they maybe should. They might lose a lot of money, a lot of people. I know it's football and people like football, but there'll be no football when the whole country's absolutely fucked here. So there's some things bigger than football. And again, Gary shouldn't have stepped into the arena. To be honest, that's the lesson for Gary. Stop putting your nose into shit you don't fuck all about. And again, middle-aged white man. Again, I would say he's maybe right. Division is maybe being caused, but it's definitely not from middle-aged white men. This is from the elites up above with the media and do you know what I mean? This is really from up high. This is the people who fucking employ Gary, to be honest. Sky and the likes, you know what I mean? Like, division is being caused from above. I wouldn't doubt that, but to blame the peasants and the middle-aged men, well, you've absolutely put your foot right in this, Gary. I mean, there's no way back here. Everybody's made a video, including myself, and you've absolutely fucked up. You've absolutely fucked up beyond all belief. When I was an older and they heard this, I was like, oh, Gary, what the fuck have you done? So yeah, it tries to blame middle-aged white men, which again, yeah, people are putting flags up. I put a few up myself. I am a middle-aged white man as well, but again, I'm not stabbing anybody up, running people over, or anything at all, running into synagogues. And it wasn't a white man. It definitely wasn't a middle-aged white man that done that attack on the synagogue. It wasn't a white man that done Southport. It wasn't a white man that done Lee Rigby. It wasn't a white man that done the London bombings. It wasn't a white man that done the London Bridge attack either. So, not one of these attacks, not one, for over 20 years now, the London bombings, 2005 possibly. So 20 years now, multiple attacks, not one of them was a white man. So, you've absolutely fucked up, Gary, to be honest, and blaming like the British Patriots again, when the British Patriots are the kind of the people who watch football and Sky Sports, is making this epic fail all the more epic. To be honest, absolutely all the more epic that you've absolutely what you were doing. Nobody knows, not even yourself. I bet you're proper fucking regretting this in the aftermath. You might not see it, but fuck me, sat at home thinking, Jesus Christ, the entire British people are about to turn on me here. I fucked up. So I will hear the end of him, but, well, we'll see the end of him maybe as well.
You know exactly what they're doing. Funnily enough, on one of my development sites last week, there was a Union Jack flag put up, and I took it down instantly.
Up, oh dear. It's got worse here. He's taking down the national flag. But apparently he played for England for 85 times. He loves the country. So he says. Yeah. And he played for the team, Man United, full of foreign people, he goes on to say. But ultimately, Gary, all these foreign people that played for Man United were all like real rich people, because you were paying them a fucking fortune, and they all probably got educated and developed and were put into, you know what I mean, the right places and circles, and ultimately became a world-class international footballers. Yeah, these aren't like fucking load of people coming on boats who are fucking criminals who are attacking kids and women and fucking selling drugs and fucking getting jobs on Deliveroo. I mean, it's a different kettle of fish, Gary, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute different kettle of fish. This is why you shouldn't have really opened your mouth. So, not only and is not only is it a bright British men's fault, all the terrorist attacks on the Jews, apparently, but he takes down the flags as well. He takes down the England flags and the flags of the country if he's on his building sites.
And some people might be watching this and thinking, well, Gary, you're not very patriotic.
Correct.
I played my country 85 times.
Well, fucking whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And you've sailed them right down the river now, haven't you? All 85 of them caps are worth absolutely nothing now. The British people think you're a fucking absolute slime ball. Epic fail. No one gives a fuck you played for England 85 times now. You've fucked right up.
I love my country.
Well, that could be debated, Gary. That could very much be debated here. That you're taking down the flag of the country. And again, is he not keeping up to speed with current affairs here and what's going on with Tommy Robinson, the London March, all the other protests? Again, Gary Neville, though, in his ivory tower here, who's been a millionaire probably since he was about like 20-year-old or like 22-year-old millionaire. I would imagine around there. I'm used living in beautiful estates, and to this day, I'm sure he doesn't live in a horrible place. I think he's worth £77 million or something in that region, £70 million to his name now with all his football and his Sky and all of his other stuff that he's done. So yeah, he's an absolute multi-millionaire. He doesn't really roll in the circles. He doesn't knock around Piccadilly Gardens, I would imagine. I wouldn't see Gary Neville in Piccadilly Gardens. So you're talking shit, Neville. That's the other side of it. You're talking shit because the British public are the public who we're not millionaires for a start, and we don't rock around in fucking Alderley Edge or all these places where you live that are fucking beautiful and in gated communities with fucking high walls and fences and fucking CCTV cameras out your ass and security. And even then, footballers get robbed when they go on holidays sometimes. Remember all that was going on. So he just talks. He's just fucked up, hasn't he? He's absolutely fucked this right up, to be honest. Like again, loads of people are making videos about this, calling him a cunt, like. And again, when I heard it, I thought up until like a minute, I thought he was kind of right. We are being like divided. That is definitely something that's happening here, and it's escalating the division between the left and the right. But it's definitely been done from up high. It's not being done by the fucking right-wing middle-aged white men, Gary, you fucking idiot. It's been done by an up high in the media and like fucking Keir Starmer and people who run Keir Starmer's fucking, you know what I mean? It's like the names that are never mentioned doing it, not fucking middle-aged white man. And you take down flags, so you're double fucked up in seconds. It's unbelievable.
I love Manchester and I love England, but I've been building in this city for 15, 20 years, and there's no one put a Union Jack flag up in the last 15 to 20 years, so why do you need to put one up now?
Well, there's a lot going on, Gary, as we've explained previously in the video. There's a lot going on with the migrants, and we want our country back, and enough's enough, and stabbings of children in dance classes, and we've had enough of it, and then now this, and another attack, another ramming, and stabbings of people, and murders. Again, Jewish now, it's gone, again, we've rolled it back 100 years, and now the Jewish community are no longer safe on the streets of Britain. And probably a lot of other countries at this point as well, other than probably the place they're really genuinely safe is Israel. So, yeah, again, he shouldn't have opened his mouth, should he, really? You've honestly, I can't stress how much you've fucked up here, Gary.
Because quite clearly it's sending a message to everybody that there is something you don't like. The Union Jack flag being used in a negative fashion.
Well, it's not being used in a negative fashion, Gary. It's being used to suggest that we're in England here, not in Islamabad or as Pakistan. It's England. This is England, Great Britain, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Wales. So yeah, it's got nothing to do with being used in a bad manner. It's being used to remind you what country you're in here from all these people who are coming over and trying to change the culture and take over and dilute us. And we've had enough of it, and we've had enough of being attacked as well. Like, this is the other side of it. So, if you've been following the trend, Gary, this has been going for a while, to be honest. I mean, Southport was about a year and a half ago now, and this has definitely been building with momentum for a year and a half, and then it's peaking because of, again, attacks on women and children throughout the country that are not massively being broadcasted, but people who are paying attention are getting to hear about them. In the local communities, the YouTubers are spreading the word, so people are getting to know Gary. So, honest to God, I can't. It's amazing how much he's fucked up here.
Not right. And I'm a proud supporter of England, of Great Britain, of our country, and we're championing it anywhere in the world as being one of the greatest places to live. But I think we need to check ourselves. We need to check ourselves and sort of start.
We need to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, Gary. So, I mean, we do need to check ourselves, and violence isn't the answer, obviously. But yet again, that he's fucked up here because the right wing aren't really being the violent ones that I've seen and most people have seen. It's always usually the left wing being the antagonistic, violent ones of what we've seen. And you'll find that most of all, if not all of these terrorist attacks have been done by Muslims. So it was never the white British working class middle-aged man, Gary. Like, again, I mean, all this kind of started from October the 7th, which was yesterday, the 2-year anniversary. In Israel, and a brutal attack on a festival is kind of how all this started. Again, that wasn't middle-aged white men that started the whole affair. Then we had Southport, and all these things are adding to the fire, fuel to the fire, more people getting pissed off about it, enough's enough. Women and children also being assaulted, which was kind of the final straw, after the final straw of children being stabbed in dance classes. And just, we've had enough, and the more and more people come, and the crime's getting worse, and the YouTubers are all documenting it, so we all know it's happening, even if the mainstream media don't want to cover it. So, unfortunately, Gary, you've absolutely fucked up. That's the bottom line here. You've absolutely fucked this right up. We'll wait and see what happens, but myself, I haven't got Sky, but should I have Sky, I would cancel Sky. I cancelled Netflix. I've cancelled Netflix on that one. Again, there's kind of more important things than football and entertainment. We're making a stand here, is what's happening. You've got to make a stand, and you've got to fight for your future, and if we don't fight, we haven't got one. So, unfortunately, you think some things have to be sacrificed for the cause. And I'm not telling anybody what to do what you want. It's the nature of your life, do what you want. But it would be a noble cause to cancel Sky, even if you do enjoy the football. Again, you could go and watch it in a pub that doesn't cancel it. But ultimately, Sky would lose a lot of money throughout residential cancellations, and everyone could just go to the pub. That would help the pubs out as well. That would help the pubs come back, because we try and want to keep the pubs, so it would be a double move. The money you spent on Sky, you could spend in the pub. You could meet more people, meet some new people, have a crack, have a pint. Bring back the pubs. So that would be my advice. Cancel Sky and go to the pub and meet people and bring the pubs back, give the pubs some money. So I won't play the rest of it. It's all out there. I'm sure you've seen it. I just thought I'd give it a mention. Gary Neville's absolutely epic failed here. It's probably the biggest boob he's ever made and could possibly ever make. He turned on the British people, as we all seen there. He turned on it in a time when turning on the British people isn't the best idea. When you primarily are employed by a company that pitches most of its sport at the middle-aged British people, you've absolutely fucked this up, Gary. You absolutely fucked this up. I'll leave it there, peace.